So maybe you've noticed some changes in your world, in the way that you're looking at your world, and maybe you're starting to have a sense that you're feeling a bit depressed. Let's take a look at some things that you can do to maybe start to get rid of those depressive feelings. Hi, I'm Lee, Great Life Coach. Over the past 10 years, I've worked with hundreds of people all over the world, helping them find passion, purpose, and peace in their lives. While I'm not a medical doctor, over the years I've worked with many people who have shown up with depressive qualities, maybe mild states of depression. One of the things I've noticed about all of them is that very often somewhere in their world is a sense of not really accepting at a core level exactly what has changed in their world. So a change has shown up, but the individual is not accepting it. So maybe one of the first things you can look at is, has something changed in your world that you're not accepting? Maybe your next opportunity is to align with what has changed. So perhaps the example might be, you've lost your job and you're feeling depressed. So maybe in this example, the opportunity is to move to a place of acceptance that, okay, this is my new reality. I'm no longer working for that company, and I'm going to accept where I am. And in that act of accepting where I am, your power comes back to you. This is a place that I might call taking responsibility. Responsibility, you have the ability to respond. Very often when we find ourselves with depressive energies starting to move in us, we become our own worst enemy, and we start to move down something of a spiral. Maybe things aren't going so well at work. Maybe on our way home we decide to grab some junk food. Maybe we can't be bothered to go out with friends, so we grab a six-pack of beer and go and suck those down instead. Maybe we wake up with a bit of a hangover the next morning. Maybe we're late to work. Maybe people at work are not too happy at us. Maybe we come home and sit around thinking, life's pretty crappy right now. So it's very easy to see how these spirals set up. One of the great things about spirals is that we can also go back up the spiral. And one of the opportunities with going back up the spiral is to actually start to make some fundamental changes. So if you do have these depressive energies starting to move through you, wherever possible, start to make fundamental changes in the way that you're looking after yourself. Make whatever effort you can, no matter how small, to start eating quality foods, maybe organic foods or fresh or living foods. Wherever possible, get some exercise. Wherever possible, have some fun. Wherever possible, get the right amount of sleep. That doesn't mean too much. Wherever possible, develop some sort of a practice, maybe something new. Take up yoga or Tai Chi, or swimming or cycling or running. Start to reattune your body to being in this world in a very new way. So looking after the temple is a very important part of starting to bring yourself into this new way of being. Of course, if these dark energies really do start to take a grip, then the most important thing is to take very small steps. Maybe nothing too big, nothing too radical, taking small little steps. If you just went running today where you wouldn't have normally gone, that's a small step. If you made a choice to eat some quality food instead of the local junk food, that's a choice. All these little things can add up. All these little things can help you start to move out of the spiral. And at some fundamental level, what you're looking to move towards is alignment with what is. And great things can start to happen as you get back on the rails and you can move forwards with your life. Of course, it's very important to remember that in some cases, depression is a very serious medical condition. And in those instances, it's always a good idea to consult a doctor for medical advice.